exciting adventure planned for you today. We're having an all-star game, watch party. We're going to also barbecue. We're going to grill, not barbecue. We got a couple of very prime steaks from the store, something we don't normally do, but we're splurging a little bit tonight because it's the all-star game, maybe. Hi, Jason. Am I your baby boy? Interesting to note.
Are you someone's baby boy?
Yeah, Jason L. Blinker Jason.
Oh, Blinker!
You remember Blinker Jason?
Yeah, I can see you being his baby boy.
You are first, Blinker Jason. That's what you should change your name to. All right, we're going to pop out this chat. We've got some things to do before we fulfill our destiny of steak dinner and so forth. But I'm considering, before we actually, because we might have to go to the other house to get the barbecue. Hey, Eric's wife hit a blinker. Rachel's not a huge fan of blinkers, but I'm sure she'll be happy to hit the vape anyway.
Yeah, I'll be happy to hit the vape, but I can't do a blinker.
Yeah. Blinkers are for automobiles.
True.
So, what I'm going to do here is pull the bong up first, and then we'll pull up the game in another tab. It's not actually going to start for a while, though. Right now, the baseball players are just giving children hats. I guess they're taking a cue from international soccer. I don't understand this whole, let's have children around the sporting event to make it more wholesome or something. Just start the game already. Do we really need to see all this wholesome shenanigans? I don't think so. Who here likes wholesome shenanigans? Nobody. That's who. So anyway, we'll get started on the scoping out of the scene for the barbecuing in a second. I'm considering just using our little hibachi out here rather than going to get the other one. If it's big enough, I gotta scope it out first. Well, Jason L., sometimes it takes a little while for people to get the news, join in, find the delightfulness that is this stream. And YouTube's hit and miss with me. Sometimes they're fond of me and they give me lots of eyes, and sometimes they say, I don't like Eric. I don't like this guy at all. He seems sus to me. Sometimes that's what YouTube says. Jason L., no one wants to be bullied into coming out of the closet in terms of the chat. I think free will is adjudicated by your preconceived ideological affinities. Well, I do think that free will is exercised most freely when it's most inconsistent with your habits. But yeah, I did see that. I saw all about that. My thoughts are it's going to galvanize support for him. He's going to almost assuredly win the election. But I thought he would almost assuredly win before that occurred as well. Yeah. So my main thoughts are I don't really feel like talking politics. Hi, Luigi.
Hi, Natasha.
Natasha asked an important question. Did you hit a blinker? No, but I am going to pull this bong rip, Natasha. I'm in fact going to pull it in the honor of you and Jason L. Okay? Natasha, Godfrey, Jason, L, Ashford, Hinton. What is it? Hinton Penton. What's that guy? What's her soulmate's name again? Tim Harton Parton. Harton Parton. Yes. You guys are in a polygamous relationship. Polyamorous, I guess, is the correct word. I don't want to get age restricted, Jason L. You hit it on the screen, you puss. You're not even on screen, so who's really the puss?
Oh.
You, that's you.
Hey, Maria Zebras, 73.
Is my wife taking a blinker? Let's say she is. And leave it at that. Daniel Berry Sports Highlights, hello. You'll no doubt be interested in the All-Star Game, which is a sport. So we went to the store and we got ingredients for a delicious dinner tonight. You might call it the Cameron Special. Steak and asparagus. Okay, she's not taking a blinker. But, you know, she hits that vape quite regularly.
Mm-hmm.
She hit it a number of times on the way to and from the store.
Yes.
So I think you can be satisfied that she's smoked sufficient amount of vape. You're going to get yourself all timed out again with your yelling and your insistence on things, Jason L. Steak and asparagus does sound good, huh? But we have more than just steak and asparagus. We've also got corn on the cob. That's right, corn on the cob. How's Rachel doing?
I'm doing good. How are you guys doing?
So you see, she's a real person. I'm not just plain ventriloquist.
That would have been like really impressive if you were playing ventriloquist.
Yeah, that was me really talking. It would be impressive. Yeah, so we got the cobby corn. We got the corn on the cob. We got the 2 prime cut boneless ribeye steaks. We've got some stuff to rub on it, which is a flavor stuff, you know, flavorings.
Yeah, like garlic herb or something.
We got garlic herb spice rub. The ale was a slight favorite. I didn't bet them though. Well, I think that the American League is going to have a significant advantage in the managerial position because they've wisely selected Oakland Athletics manager Mark Kotze to manage the AL team. I think that was smart of them. So, I don't know if you guys read or heard, but apparently that lady who sang the national anthem so badly yesterday, she said she's going into rehab. She was drunk.
You think that's true? Or just a cop out?
I mean, I think it's probably true.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
I am sorry to hear that.
Well, at the moment, 1964 Flyers were talking about the national anthem singer last night at the home run derby and how she said she was drunk and now she's in rehab and she's sorry for her horrible performance. Did you hear about that?
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
This is all new to me.
So in case you haven't heard, it's news to you maybe too. But that's the latest on the last night's national anthem debacle.
Did you hear like her sing?
I didn't hear the song itself. No.
I wish you did.
Oh, did you hear it?
Oh, Philly's winning the World Series. That's what I keep on telling myself that they're the ones to watch for.
May I point out something, Stank Nasty? The Oakland Athletics took 2 of 3 from the Phillies in their last series.
Oh!
Matt's Pyro Powerhouse. The answer is if we don't get some more support around here, people are gonna think we're nuts. I've heard this joke before.
He knows that joke.
I've heard it before, yeah.
What am I looking up?
Fox is really pushing the the images of Trump with blood spurting off of him,
I'm like,
pumping
really?
his
Is
fist.
that necessary?
No, I'm not Jewish. Antony Pac-Man. Not that it's relevant to anything, but I was not. I am not. It was a fluke. You know what's not a fluke, Stank Nasty? The Oakland Athletics. All of you out there, I want you to, um, I want you to do the following thing. I want you to go right now to your local sports book and I want you to bet on the Oakland Athletics to make the playoffs. They're going to zoom up to the sky in the second half of the season.
Zoom up to the sky.
No, I don't know Bone Sack or Ken Carson. Do you really think Trump got shot in his ear? A lot of people are saying it's not true. Sure, I think he got shot in his ear. Thanks, Matt's Pyro Powerhouse. We're fine with jokes around here. Jokes are good. Jokes are fun. I tell you, you'll get good odds on it. You get good odds on that, Stank Nasty. I believe in the Oakland Athletics. That's why the American League chose. I don't know gay porn. I don't. But, you know, if I meet gay porn, then I'll let him know you're asking around for him.
So, there's this thing on Quora, and it says 6 types of people you should not trust. And there's 6 of them listed. 1, a person who disguises insults as jokes. 2, a person who will never take accountability but has no problem always blaming you. 3, a person who says they wanted the best for you but then works against you. 4, a person whose words and actions don't match. 5, you can't trust a person who puts seeds of doubt in you disguised as something else like concern for you. 6, you can't trust a person who always tries to sabotage you or make things harder for you but always has an excuse for everything.
Well, that sounds reasonable. No, Lil Pummer. I'm not going to say that, all right? I'm familiar with the Wallacom family, okay?
Oh my god!
I'm familiar with Ice. Last name Wallacom. I'm familiar with Shees. Last name Wallacom. Anyway, what does a bag of chips and a push-up bra have in common? I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. I also am familiar with the Is Everywhere family, including Mike, Hisk, Herc, Derek, Aurk, and Itzk. They're both half empty when you open them. Okay, fair enough. What's up, man? It's crazy everywhere. It is crazy everywhere. Do I have that plu goo 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 ga? I don't think I have that.
Can I say that I think you do?
You think I do have that
I
plu
think
goo goo ga ga?
Yeah, you give me the plu goo goo gaga.
Do I have that plu goo goo ga? I don't know what that is.
You give me the plu goo goo ga.
Thanks, darling.
You're welcome.
I think that's good. I don't think either of us know what that is.
No, we don't.
That's fine.
I have no idea, but I'm taking the half full approach.
I do, James. I have a firearm.
As helicopters?
Yeah. They're for the getting fire stuff, I'm sure. I think in general it's a good idea to have one around. I'm American. From California, America. They're showing a comparison between Shohei Ohtani and Aaron Judge. think what I'm going to do is instead of blocking part of the picture, I'm going to be smart. I'm going to do it like this.
He looks so happy.
Who?
Katsu?
Katse?
Katse?
Yeah. His name does sound a little bit like Chicken Katsu, but it's different.
Katse.
Good day to you as well, PM. Good day to you and all of Australia. I watched an episode of Naked and Afraid yesterday that featured an Australian lady who seemed very nice. She told us a lot about her menstrual cycle.
Did she?
Remember the Australian lady on Naked and Afraid yesterday?
Oh, yeah. I thought that you were talking about the one with the black hair who...
No, the blonde lady.
Yeah, the blonde lady, yeah. She did.
I did put some fertilizer on it fairly shortly after I planted them. I think it's about time to give it another burst of plant food. And then that should do it for the rest of the growing season, I think. Maybe I'll do that this evening. I've got a number of tasks I want to do here because I'm going to be making dinner. I had a little bit of a snack when we got home, so I'm not starving to death, but I do want to start dinner pretty quick. And it's going to be absolutely delicious, let me tell you. We got the best steaks we could get, because this is rare. We don't do this very often. And we got asparagus, we got corns on the cobs, and we got potatoes as well. We're not going to need a lot of everything because we've got so many things.
So, PM, the Australian woman on Naked and Afraid said that Australians think of America as being very goal-driven. Do you believe that too?
Do you think America is very goal-driven? I don't know. I've got a goal. It's called cooking some dinner. I think what I'm going to look here
Why are they promoting Halloween in fucking July?
It starts August 23rd.
Oh my god, that's ridiculous.
That is kind of crazy. It is July.
Yeah.
And they're promoting Halloween at Disneyland. Halloween starts at Disneyland August 23rd.
That's crazy. That's just ridiculous.
More than 2 full months before Halloween.
I know. And like, what if you want to experience Halloween without, Disneyland without the Halloween?
You better get there before August 23rd.
Oh my god.
Because otherwise you're going to get some Halloween.
That's so mean of them in this heat.
James Ortiz says, I think Eric is a lucky man. I think Eric is a very lucky man too.
I'm a lucky lady.
So I think what I'm going to do now, I'm going to Google the following. How long do you cook corn on the cob in the oven? Because if I'm going to do it on the hibachi, I can't do the corn on the grill. "25 minutes at 425. Well, I'm looking at 400 because I'm thinking of cooking the potatoes in the same oven, right? So it says for 350, of course, about 30 minutes. I'm going to put at 400. All I want to get is a simple answer to my question. I don't want a web page telling me a bunch of other stuff that I don't need to know. Cooking corn in the oven with the husk on. The thing is, here's why I don't want to do it on the grill, okay? Winston's mom. If I do it on the grill, then I have to go get the grill from the other house, which maybe I should just go do that. Maybe I just should just go do that. But I'm feeling a little bit lazy. Like maybe if I can fit the steaks on the hibachi that we have out here, maybe I don't need to go get that. But let me even look at the hibachi. Maybe the hibachi's kind of tore up. I don't know.
It's been out in the snow.
Yeah, it's probably pretty rusty and stuff.
Go check. I'm not trying to dissuade you.
Let's go look at the hibachi. And then let's resign ourselves to the fact that we're going to need to go get the grill from the other house. It may also have been out in the elements, but it's fine, really. Yeah, I could use this hibachi. It's like the other one's not going to be in better shape than this. So if I am using this hibachi, which it appears that I am, then that means I need to cook the corn and the asparagus and the potatoes in a different way than I'm cooking the other things, right? Hi, Capillo. But it's okay, Capillo. I'm not. Oh, meow. I don't mean to scare you. Hello. All right. Okay. As you can see, we've got some helicopter action coming through here. See if we can get on the camera. I don't know if you can see, but it had a hose hanging down from the bottom of it. It's going to get water from the South Fork of the Merced River, I think. And I'm going to put it on one of the fires that's probably still going from yesterday's lightning activity. Lightning in the summer causes fires in the wilderness, you know. While I'm out here, I'm going to water these plants real quick. I'm going to give them a nice stern watering. Okay. A little bit more in this one. I'm gonna come over here and get these guys. We'll just wet this area around here too where I'm gonna do barbecuing. Just for general fire safety purposes. And then we'll taking the water back over there. No, too late now. But he was taking the water back over there. So that's what I think is happening anyway. With this regular helicopter traffic we have over our house with this helicopter that's got a tube hanging down from the bottom of it. Which you might even call a hose. So, you know, earlier today I had strangely large numbers for my morning stream. But then tonight I've got like 5 people here. So, who knows what's going on with YouTube, you know? Maybe they don't like the idea of an MLB All-Star Game steak dinner watch party. All right, so we are going to use the 14 new fires started on July 13th weekend, 8 on the Bass Lake Ranger District and 6 on the High Sierra Ranger District. Given current conditions and resource availability, a full suppression approach is taking place. Well, that's good to know. Thanks for the information. My next order of business, I think, will be to 25 minutes on the corner, 400. Okay. I'll give it 25 minutes on the corn at 400. Is that in the husk? Or out of the husk?
Mom had some recipe that had it in the husk. I'll have some first.
Makino booty dance? All right, so maybe we'll just husk it ahead of time, put it in foil in the oven, 425 minutes. That'll be fine.
Yeah.
Potatoes are going to take an hour. I think I'll start the coals first. And then I will, when the coals are about ready, you know, or getting ready, I'll start the potatoes. What am I going to do with the asparagus? How long for asparagus at 400? I mean, you can do this with 2 timers. This will be fine. Okay, so this says 400 degrees for 25 minutes. Same as the corn. So that's fine. We'll put the corn and the asparagus in at the same time. We'll put the potatoes in first. Potatoes take an hour. I saw Brent Rooker hit a massive home run the other day at the Phillies ballpark.
That's so fun. Good job, Brent Ricker. He should have been at the All-Star.
Yeah, I agree. Brent Rooker, Oakland Athletics.
What happened?
Slugging Brent Rooker.
Honestly, like, I love baseball. Like, it makes me feel like summer, and then when it goes into September and October, it makes me feel fall. Like, I just love it.
Yeah, well, Rooker's DH. I guess it's a tough position to get the All-Star in. Do we see any Sasquatches on our property? Excellent question, Jay Sharp. Excellent question. So, to review, 25 minutes on the corn, 25 minutes on the asparagus, 1 hour on the potatoes, about 20 minutes total on the steaks once the coals are ready. And do we see Sasquatch on our property? I haven't seen any Sasquatches yet.
Not yet.
But I've got my fingers crossed that one day, somehow, someday, I will.
Me too.
It looks like the AL was the home team because they were starting, right?
Yeah.
Hopefully, Kotsay will put Mason Miller in.
I hope so too.
I don't want to nuke them. They're better if you don't nuke them, I've decided once and for all.
The potatoes?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're much better.
Okay, so I'm going to need to get the charcoal. Did you see where I put the charcoal?
No.
I didn't put it in here for you to unpack?
I didn't see it, but I do receive
Rachel usually unpacks the groceries. Here it is. I found it. I had to go to the store today, the hardware store, because I need to replace these fluorescent lights in the garage. Let me get this started up first. But before I do that, I probably need to brush this off or something. You just wash it off with the hose, I guess. I like this moss back here. Good to water it. It'll make it more mossy. All right. I've washed that off a little bit. I've got this bag of coals. It says pull bottom flap. All right, like that, I guess. Now I'll go get my torch and we'll light it up. All right. Conflagration in the forest? No. Definitely not. We're going to be very fire safe. Let's try him for Orange's door hinge. Okay. Hopefully that does the trick. As you see, I'm being very fire safe. I've wet all the ground around here. It's a good safe spot, you know. This will be fine for barbecuing. And once those briquettes are all lit up on fire, then I'll push them around a little bit. I'll put the grill on. For now, we'll just let that burn away. Just like that. There we go. It's already spreading itself out. Looks like it's working as the product says it would. That's nice. It's nice when products fulfill their promise of being convenient instead of just lying. All right, so now I'm going to go inside. I'm going to open up these doors so I can come in and out through here. It's just easier than going through the kitchen. It's a nice evening. It's lovely out. So if you're just joining us, maybe you are, we are preparing some delicious grilled steaks along with some stuff in the oven tonight for steak, potato, corn, and asparagus meal It's going to be the best meal in the history of the world. We've got high standards around here. Anything less than the best meal in the history of the world is inadequate. I know why I didn't get any views or clicks. Because I didn't put old man in the title. That's why. Now, we can access out here. These freaking chairs. We're going to throw all these chairs away. They're broken, von smoking. So there's our coals. We see how they're doing. They seem to be doing fine. I think we can just leave them alone for a little while. Why don't we go inside and rub our meat? So meat rubbers of the world unite, because we're rubbing our meat tonight. What are we going to be rubbing it with? Why, a delicious rub called Pappy's. Just gonna wash my hands, as my grandma used to say.
Wash.
Yep. My grandma and her siblings said wash.
I like that.
Wash your hands, wash the car. Yeah.
Wash
They also said roof.
I really like that.
They said roof, like get up on the roof.
On the roof, I love that
Instead
too.
of the roof. Okay, we've got rubbable meat here. Let's get out a platform for meat rubbing. This is going to be our platform for meat rubbing. And we're going to gently, ever so gently, place our meat down on this plate. I've done a good job of washing my hands, so I feel comfortable just touching this meat with my hands now. Prime boneless ribeye. Nothing could be finer in the state of Arizona in the morning. Pappy says Pappy's garlic herb is superb. It's got salt, garlic, onion, spice, and sugar. Sounds good to me.
So I have a question. I watched one of Sean L's videos on YouTube, and he said that like a lot of INFJs talk about themselves, but they're probably not INFJs, right? I feel like INFJs don't talk about themselves.
INFJs talk about other people and ask about themselves because they don't know who they are.
Yeah. Good Robin. That was so good.
Thanks, darling.
You're welcome.
I got an A in meat rubbing class in high school.
Did you?
Yeah.
It shows.
All right. So now our meat is fully rubbed. You can really see how much rub there is in there. Good amount of rub. And I think it's going to be just delicious. So, those are going to wait a second though before they go on the grill. So I'm just going to put them back in the fridge with the rub on them. just uncovered there will be fine. They're just going to be on the shelf for not very long. Now I think I'm going to preheat the oven to 400 degrees. But first I'm going to just check on this fire out here and see how we're doing. Don't want to light any fires before us, you know. So we're looking good. We're looking good. Still waiting for the flames to die down. Once they do, should be about ready. I'll just mush them around a little bit. It's going to be a hot fire. I'm going to have to give the steaks a little less time. I may need to actually just let that chill a bit. We'll let that chill right now a bit, and we'll see how it performs in the coming weeks and months. This is the scene of a murder here. There's the cat. I see mouse blood on the floor. Cat finalized a mouse solution, unfortunately. All right, let's preheat this to 400. Rachel?
Yes, sir?
Do you want to skip the potato?
Yeah.
So then we'll just do the other two things 25 minutes each. So we just wait a little bit for that fire to die down. That way maybe things will be a little bit more straightforward.
That sounds good.
You got a good point there, okay? You got a good point about having to squat down to cook, but that's just all part of my naked and afraid experience. I noted yesterday that there's a lot of squatting involved. A lot of squatting involved in naked.
It really is.
I'm having a naked and afraid experience tonight by squatting over a small hibachi. I'm pleased that I didn't have to go get the thing from the other house. That seems like much easier, you know.
Thanks, Natasha.
Oh my God, it's you again. I was therapy. Sounds fun.
I do want to play Oregon Trail, but the All-Star game is playing right now.
It is the All-Star game. There's 3 Philadelphia Phillies. Bryce Harper is really good. I can tell you just like from watching him perform against the Athletics, he was just a tough out, super tough out every time. Feels a little warm in here, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we should get the air on?
Yeah.
I think so too. Just turning the fan on and start and see if that cools it down there. Or just heats it up with more warm air from outside. boy, that's a hot fire. We're going to have to wait a while till that's ready to cook on. Oh yeah, that's gonna be a hot fire to cook on. I'll tell you that much. We went whistling Dixie with Joseph Marixie on that one. I just started an internet rumor that that was the original saying. That the original saying was, "You're not just whistling Dixie with Joseph Marixie." And Joseph Marixie was a famous whistler from back in the day. That's the rumor I'd like to start. Oh. Well, well, well. What have we here? Winston's mom says, "I've read and heard it said that with INFJs, one never truly knows where they stand with them. It's probably different in their intimate relationships." I mean, I think Rachel and I spend a lot of time reassuring each other where we stand with each other because neither of us.
Reassuring you.
I think neither of us really trust feelings very much, so we reassure each other about. Well, I think Rachel reassures me about a lot of FI stuff. I reassure her about a lot of TE stuff, namely like commitment stuff, right? Like, it doesn't matter how I feel in the moment, I'm fully committed. Because in any given moment, I might be grumpy or something. It's not about her, but FE tends to think everything's about you. If somebody else is upset, that you're somehow responsible to make them not upset. You know, that's kind of FE's MO. So.
But you don't mind that, right? Like that I like.
No, I think it's exactly what each of us needs.
Hmm.
Well, you know, Rachel and I like you, Ruben.
Yeah, we do.
We think you're swell. And I was explaining to Acacia earlier that she's A-O-Acacia.
That was really good. That's what I would change my name, my Instagram name to if I was Acacia.
I was gonna say he what does that say? I don't know. He wants to hang out. Does Rachel ever say, "Get out of here, Baldy," when she's upset?
No, because I know that sets off the bears, and I don't want anything to do with the bears.
She doesn't want to get mauled by bears. Yeah, understandably. All right, now let's get started. The American League, Tanner Hook is pitching. He's got a fourth best ERA in the AL. The team he plays for, I'm looking for the thing on the sleeve that conveys to you what team he plays for. Jerks and Profar, he plays for the San Diego Padres. He's a bat. She has a low drop rate. You're not wrong. All right. Preheating the oven to 400 is just step one on our adventure today. Step two, we're going to get out the corn. What'd you do? Oh, there it is. We're going to get out this corn here, and we're going to husk it.
No, yes. Oh.
What happened?
Naturally, it's good. There's some like not great feeling.
Some kind of all-star performance that was, huh? All right, so we're going to husk corn, just like our ancestors used to do in the ancient times. Just like our Homo erectus hunter-gatherer forefathers, from whom we evolved so many years ago. But never forget, we're always evolving. Always, always evolving. Never evolved. Oh no!
Oh, home run!
Wow, the National League takes a 3-run lead, huh?
Yep.
Well, good for the National League. Otani hit the home run? Wow, what a...
Pretty cool.
That's cool. That's great. Good job, Otani. Way to just be so kick-ass. Otani is so kick-ass, I don't even know what to do with myself about it.
I know. You can't deny, like...
Yeah, he's a baseball god. It's crazy.
A long time. What? Oh my god.
What happened?
They just look good. This next guy sent a blooper out to,
Well, the American League may be in trouble.
yeah, the baby. Wow, what a good home run. 400 feet.
Nice job, Otani. All right.
And the Yankees are looking at each other. 2 Yankees are like shaking their head in disbelief, like, wow.
All right. Now we're going to get out the aluminum foil.
Okay, good, good, don't play. Yes.
I'm glad he's not pitching so he doesn't get hurt, you know?
Yeah. Smart.
Okay. So, next what we're going to do, we're going to put in here some things, okay? We get some butter. We're going to put it in the foil here, along with some salt. Well, I'll put some of this same steak rub on this, probably. A little bit of it, maybe. You know what? Maybe I'll just do a little olive oil to make this stuff stick to it. And then I'll do butter afterwards. All right. There's one.
You're doing it well.
Thanks.
I'm glad that you don't mind.
What?
I'm glad that you don't mind me, voice affirmation or just the way that I show. One of the ways that I show.
Yeah, you'd just get in the way if you were in here. I think you just get in the way if you were in here. This kitchen's not big enough for two people anyway. You know?
I was saying that like my normal kitchen is voice affirmation, and that's why I like telling you my feelings.
Right on.
And I think this is the bell of the wall.
Thanks, darling. Alright. Now I've got those done. Next, I need to get my asparagus. These are going to have to be cooked on. Well, I could make an aluminum foil thing. Alright, so I got my little aluminum foil thing for the asparagus. I'm going to get those out of here.
Sorry.
Okay. I got the asparaguses right here. The asparagus. We'll rinse them off. Then I'm going to chop off the ends of them. Okay. Okay, here we go. Chippity chop, choppity chip. Here we go. So put those down like this. Along here. Now, sprinkle a little bit of this. A little salt. A little olive oil. A little bit of pepper. Just mix these up a little bit. Get all that stuff spread around. And now we've got this in here. Throw these away. All right. Now that is preheated. So we can put those things in right now, but let's go check on the fire outside first. The steak needs to be, gonna need 20 minutes or so, but it needs to be 20 minutes at the right temperature, not too hot. Let's see if this is cooled down. Last we checked. Ooh, that is still a very hot fire. Now, I could dampen it down a little bit by putting a lid on it, maybe. All right, let's let that dampen down a little bit. These things, they can sit waiting for us for a little bit after they're done. So I'll just put them in now. Five, 10, 15, 20, 25. Okay. Let's go watch a little bit of the game. We'll come back and deal with the steaks in a second. It's going to be delicious. Yeah, I've thought about throwing out some of that kind of like compost up into some kind of a compost thing, but there is an inscription on that that rock table outside. Yes, Pirana, we're not having pie tonight, but we are having steaks. Delicious, refreshing steaks. All right. Oh, I know why I came in here. It was to get beer. Did you put that athletic in there for yourself?
No, it just happened to be there.
Oh, cool. So as you see, tonight is vastly different than this morning. This morning I streamed and I was steady at like 20, 30 people here almost the entire time. Tonight I've been under 10 people the entire time. Why? Maybe it has to do with the fact that I did not put old man in the title tonight. Looks like we need to do a little more grinding if we're going to do any kind of adequate amount of bowl pulling here. So I think I'm up against YouTube Town's primetime hour. That's possible. Could be any number of different things, right? You know, it's like it could be a combination of different things. It could be like a chaotic system that a very small changes can have large impacts in unpredictable ways. Regardless, the thing that all people need to remember whenever they're talking about the YouTube algorithm is it is designed to get people the videos they want to see without causing other problems, right? So they're trying to get videos to people who want to watch those videos because they want people to continue watching stuff on YouTube. But they also don't want to empower a bunch of like wild conspiratorial misinformation stuff. So they're kind of suppressing that stuff right now. One never knows if. Well, I mean, even if I were to change the title, who knows if YouTube updates that stuff on their algorithm end in real time or not, you know? But I've done some experiments. I could do a poll. Right now with the game tied, this would be a good poll. It's just kind of a hassle. I have to log out and log back in, so I don't really feel like doing that. Maybe I could just do it right and close this. No, I mean the titles change in real time, but who knows if like the YouTube algorithm updates on its end, right? It could just be cosmetic. Okay. It's like, you know how Winston's Bomb you see those things that tell you the AL, the A's are in the American League. Like if you see those things on your computer saying, okay, 10% done uploading or 10% done doing whatever, a lot of those are just cosmetic. They have an estimated time at the beginning of how long this thing is going to take, and they just run this thing kind of that equivalent of time just goes 10% whatever, and if the time extends beyond where it recommends, it just kind of hangs at 90% or 99%. You know, I didn't see the national anthem. I saw it, but I didn't hear it because I have it muted so I don't get copyright problems, you know, from the TV people. So people feel like it's measuring something, but it's not. Well, same thing could be true for the titles, you know, like it, when I launch the thing, it launches it as the title it launches it as. And then if I change that title midstream, it doesn't update on its end. Would make sense to me, you know. Okay, well, that's hot, but I think it's good. We can start the steaks now. So this have 15 minutes left. All right, this is the real action part of the evening. Just put that on for about 10 minutes. Flip it for about 10 minutes. That'll be fine. Whoop. Well, you guys had a little bit of a wild ride there. All right, 10 minutes. I need another timer. Fortunately, Rachel revealed this to me one day. That there, the microwave has a timer. Beyond its just normal timer thing, so that's convenient. Those are prime cut ribeye boneless steaks is what they're. They're the steaks that you get when you're feeling like you want to splurge on some good steaks. It is still tied 3-3 on top of the fourth, so the poll question is just as relevant as it could be. Buddy cat actually squirted down all around with the hose before it even started. Hi, Mick Boyle. The roof was sloped. Okay. Well, yeah, just about that, Buddy cat. I think they were actually $18.99, $19.99 a pound. They were a little bit under 20 a pound.
They look like good cuts.
Yeah, well, they should be. We rarely get steaks like this, so I feel like, what the hell? Let's get good steaks. We're gonna get steaks at all. You know, I'd rather get good steaks less often than regular steaks more often.
Yeah. I, unlike some people on Naked and Afraid, I'm not protein hungry.
You're not protein hungry?
No, you know how there's some people who need steak every day?
Yeah.
Like, I couldn't eat like that.
No, you need cereal every day. You have a bodily cereal deficiency.
I do.
So you're treating that with the application of various cereals.
I finished the Lucky Charms, so I'm going to head into the multi-pack now.
Sounds good. You're going to discover you're one Frosted Flakes short of a full pack.
Oh, yeah?
Thanks to yours truly.
I love you.
I love you too, darling.
Oh, you're so cute.
It's not very odd to have a sloped roof. Most roofs are sloped. It prevents the rain from pooling up on
Yeah.
them.
Well, how? What other kind of roofs are there? I mean, I know on skyscrapers they're flat, but
Thanks, Putty Cat. No, we're not having baked potato tonight. We decided
yeah, I
two
think
sides
two
is enough.
sides is good. Yeah.
We're having asparagus and corn on the cob. Those are pretty good side dishes. We're like healthy mouthies, you know?
Yeah.
In the National League, there are 12 games within 3.5 games, 12 teams within 3.5 games of a playoff spot. But you know what? In the American League, there are the Oakland Athletics, who are going to skyrocket into the playoffs in the second half of the year. They got off to a great pre-All-Star break beginning by taking 2 of 3 from the Philadelphia Phillies. How many pitchers do they have on the All-Star teams?
Mm-hmm. Pretty cat. You don't know. Bowl of sour cream. Sometimes just what the doctor orders when you're too lazy to make a baked potato.
Yeah. You get most of the taste of a baked potato with none of the potato.
Yeah. It's like I don't want to wait. And I don't want the calories of the potato sometimes because, like, yeah.
Putty Cat, I bet there is a great history of teams being out of the playoffs by 17.5 games and making the playoffs. I'm going to look it up right now. How many times has a team made the playoffs from 20 games out in MLB? Twenty games back in the standings. The greatest second half comebacks in Major League Baseball history, featuring a recent A's team. What? No. Why can't I watch that on CBS Sports? Why can't I see that? All right. Best second half comebacks in MLB history. Number 5, the 2012 Athletics. They were 8 games under 500. How many games under 500 are the current Athletics? Okay, right now the Athletics are 37 and 61. That's pretty bad. Okay. That is pretty bad. I'm going to admit, that doesn't look good. But just you wait and see. All we need to do is win pretty much all the rest of our games. And we'll be fine. So, think about it that way. Okay? Think about it that way, Buddy Cat. Instead of being a Debbie Downer. You just need to believe with your heart. Yeah, we're only 24 games under 500. Jeez. It's a fluke, okay? The first half was a fluke, Buddy Cat. That's what you need to understand. Okay, the timer should be going off shortly. Yeah, it's got a minute left on it, 50 seconds. This, meanwhile, has 5 minutes left on it. I think I'll go ahead and flip this, guys. Oh, yeah. I think those sticks need a flipping. Now just leave that uncovered for a while. Just leave that uncovered. Smoking and cooking, cooking and smoking. Smelling so good. I'll get it right now. Oh, it smells so good.
Smells good.
This has got 3 minutes left and we'll just turn it off. Probably just turn it off with about a minute left and just let it sit in there. Get a little extra cook. Oh, I need to put the timer back on for another 10 minutes here. Thanks, Bun Cupper.
You're welcome.
Right, we're only 15 games out of first place in the AL West. So we might not get the wild card, but we might win the AL West. That's feasible. We can make up 15 games.
Yeah.
That's make upable. That guy didn't try very hard to catch that. It would have been a real game if he would have caught that foul ball, I think. Or the ball in foul territory,
Mm-hmm.
But he just kind of jogged over towards it and was like, eh.
He didn't go.
Yeah, he did not go. That's a BS call.
Yeah, what team is he on?
I have to see the other arm.
Oh, it's on the other arm.
Yeah. That's right, Putty Cat. The Athletics will make the playoffs not by wild card, but by winning the division. because that's how good this team is. This is a division-winning athletics team that's hiding in bad team clothing right now. They're just one step away from putting it all together. Just one step away. You find few friends that are here will remain with us throughout our dinner. So, congratulations. All right, I am going to try an experiment to see if it helps at all. I'm going to change the title of this video, and I'm going to change it to Old Man Eat Food. We'll see if we do any better, okay? A little bit of an experiment as per Winston's mom's suggestion. Old Man Eat Food. Let's watch as the crowds come rolling in. Oh, when the crowds come rolling in. Oh, when the crowds come rolling in.
Oh, the crowds come rolling in.
Oh, when the crowds come rolling in. Oh, when the crowds come rolling in. Probably won't douse it. Hi, Acacia.
Hey, Acacia.
Acacia. Here again for more Talking with Famous People. She just didn't get enough earlier today when she was here this morning. I think she probably did the same thing I did, which is nap after this stream, except she napped all the way until now. That's my guess. So now we're going to find out if titling the stream Old Man Eat Food will cause the crowds to come rolling in. Let's see how many more seconds we have. Minutes. 5 minutes, 22 seconds on the steaks. We can go look at it. It's got the lid off now, so it's fine to go look at it. Oh, I'm glad I went to go look at it because it looks like the fire's gotten too hot with the lid off. Look at that. Oh, no. Oh, my goodness. So many catastrophes all at once. Whatever shall I do? We'll just put that on low oxygen for a bit. Let it stop getting so ahead of itself, you know. Let's just open a smidge. We'll let that go for another 5 minutes or so on that side. And, you know what we'll do to make it more fancy? We'll call it blackened. We're having blackened garlic rub steak. So it'll still be fine, I'm sure. It's a little blackened, but looks like Rachel's has gotten a better end of that stick than mine, which I'm glad for. So I will need, when I pull those out eventually, a plate or two to put them on. Shohei Ohtani's 3-run home run in the 3rd inning. Earthang Aokesha. No, not close my mind about that. Nobody needs to poop in the shed. I should have known that fire was going to get too hot again like that. You know what? I think that's going to be just about perfect, actually. Let that fire come up again. I'm thinking we got some good stuff in the mix here. Just let that fire come back up. Start getting the bottom with its flamey ways. That's fine. I'm going to get a couple of plates now. We're coming up on time. Yeah, it's going to go off in like a minute. Okay. Okay. Now we just let that go out. We'll get our steaks. And we'll get the camera. Come in here. That was both fortunate and unfortunate. Fortunate that I dropped it on my shirt. Unfortunate in that I dropped it at all. Alright, it didn't land on the floor or anything, so that's good. I knew I had my hands too full. That's fine. I'll change this shirt after I'm done eating. This one's nice take anyway, so it's fine. Okay. Good. Now everything should be extra super delicious.
Ready? Wow. Thank you. Oh, that was delish.
All right. I am ready for some flavor. I'm thinking some of you may not be so far behind me. You may be, after watching all this incredible feast preparation, you also might be ready for some flavor. All right. Steak's pretty well done.
It's good.
Well, I mean, I wish it were a little less well done, actually, but it'll still be delicious, I'm sure.
Mine's pretty well done.
It's indisputably delicious. Well, the AL takes the lead.
Oh yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Boston.
Those darn Red Sox.
I'm okay if it helps the AL team. Eating like a baby. That's so good. Oh my gosh, I feel like it's even better than 1850s. That's so good.
Corn on the cob is quite good. They're pleasing in different ways, Buddy Cat. Although both of them tend to make you want to go to sleep afterwards.
Corn looks good.
Cheers to Tom Miguel. This is a delicious dinner.
It really is.
Rachel and I have been going outside at night looking at the stars a little bit. Really makes you understand why olden days people were so obsessed with the stars when you can see the whole night sky and how crazy it is. It also makes you understand constellations. Growing up in LA, I never really saw any constellations, you know, because there's a lot of light pollution. When I'm in a room full of people, I often feel like I'm alone, even though there are people around me wanting my attention. Does Rachel ever have this feeling?
Not if they're wanting my attention. If I go to like a public thing, like a party, for instance, and there's no one that I know there, I'm gonna keep to myself and let people approach me. But if they're approaching me and like talking and engaging, yeah, like some of the stuff might not be the most exciting, but I wouldn't feel alone because that person's talking to me.
You guys make me want to check my shed for poop. Well, it should be out. And the reason is because I put it on no oxygen going into it. I don't believe the shed does, no, but it is true that well, accidents do happen, but in this case, even if I hadn't snuffed it with the oxygen, hmm. Maybe they just expel a gaseous emission like cars do. The creatures evolved to just eat petroleum. Evolution is always occurring everywhere, pretty cat. Okay? Everything is constantly evolving.
And we're the aliens, aren't we?
Mm-hmm. We evolved from lizard people on planet Meow Meow.
Oh, we come from planet Meow Meow and we were lizards?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know this part. I knew that we were the aliens, and that's why it's like so difficult to for us on Earth.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't know that we evolved from lizard people. Lizard people or lizards?
Lizard people. But think about this. We're so not suitable for Earth that there's a television show called Naked and Afraid featuring just humans living on Earth.
Oh my god.
without
With the
without clothes or technology,
Yeah.
and how they practically die instantly.
yeah, it's true.
You know what Naked and Afraid has made me extremely aware of? The fer-de-lance. I don't think I ever even heard of that snake before Naked and Afraid, but
No, me neither.
now I know all about the fer-de-lance.
Do we have any fer-de-lance here?
No. It's a South American snake.
Oh.
Central South America. Maybe some up into Mexico. But I doubt it. Are we doing good braggings?
Rock lobster.
I wasn't even sure bragging was allowed. Oh man. This is just what the doctor ordered. I'm not sure, she's not clarified yet if bragging's allowed or not.
No.
But since she said sweet brags, I'm assuming it must be allowed right now. Otherwise, it would have been like, hey, hi, hi. Thank God, Acacia. So everybody who wants to get your bragging in, do it in the next 45 minutes. You better do it in the next 40 minutes to be safe.
Thank you so much for dinner.
You're welcome so much for dinner. I have a pen. I have a pen. Long pen. Coincidence? I don't think so, Ruminar. Ruben, listen. I don't believe in coincidences. I have an apple. I have pineapple. Apple, pineapple. Mmm. Mmm. See? That's what I was saying. You thought it was a coincidence. I don't think so. We were just sending you a secret code, that's all.
I like kind of sort of have my grandpa's nose.
Mm.
Grandpa McCurdian.
Yeah, a little bit.
A little.
Looks better on you than it does on him.
Thanks. I love you.
Maybe he switched it one time when he got your nose like this.
That's totally it.
Yeah. Word math is just the math where it's like, you give me a problem and I give you some numbers is the answer. Or it's not how clocks work, it's all go. There's no such thing as 12:12. That's 13:01. This is a feast for sore eyes. Mmm. I know my calculus. You plus me equals us, baby. You flinging some Riz out there. Okay, Shell. These people are so happy on Jordans. These people, they love painting, they love gardening, they love Jordans. Just like me. They're black, they're white, they're dancing, they're on Jordans.
Are these guys on Jordans?
No.
Oh no.
You missed the Jordans commercial. I'm
Oh
sorry.
man.
Yeah, I know. Alright, Rubenar, see you later. I'm going to be wrapping this up too. In just a moment. That's all. Rachel made steaks and asparagus and corn for dinner.
Oh my gosh, it was so good. Really, thank you so much.
You're welcome, darling. That's what Jerry Jodo. Oh, I am full as the dickens. Which is to say, quite full indeed. Because the dickens is very full. Oh. Oh. Here we go. Are you ready? That was a delicious flavor.
That was a delicious flavor. You know how to add the flavor to things.
Thanks, darling. Would you mind putting this plate away in the fridge for me with some foil over it or something?
Tin foil?
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome.
What a sweet lady she is. Oh. Well, in the aftermath of a very delicious dinner, what comes next? It was super umami, yeah. It was umami, it was my mommy, it was everyone's mommy. I feel wonderfully full. Not like partially full, you know. Like, okay, I got all the potatoes I wanted, but something seems lacking. Like if you just eat potatoes. This corner shelf being blank. Well, we have 3 corner shelves, and only one of them has something on it. The other 2 are both blank. That one, and that one. I did have one of my dad's beer steins up there on one of those shelves at one point. Now I feel like a special lady. Yeah, it is. That's what those are for, Mrs. Mom. It's for surround sound. We do have the speakers up in the attic as well, but I'm not installing that shit. No, ma'am, sir, ma'am, or you, Bob. Or surveillance. Oh, that'd be cool to have. You mean like little TVs up there showing the property? Or what? Or you mean like cameras up there filming the room?
Filming us?
Yeah, he's talking about those things. That's what it was for.
So you'd have like Big Brother.
Yeah, we could make a Big Brother house by putting cameras on them.
People would be so bored.
Yeah.
I like it though. I like it. It would probably make me do more goofy things in front of the camera.
Yeah.
Oh goodness! I can't take it. I love you so much.
I love you so much. You're my special lady.
Oh, you're my special man.
That would be what people would ask. Yeah, that sounds like if we had a 24-hour live stream of that sound, they'd say, "What are they talking about?" So, top of the seventh, I suppose might as well just ride out the rest of the All-Star game together. Watch the National League lose once again. How many times in a row have now the National League lost the All-Star game? Maybe they got one win in the last 20 or something. So, not much anything going on here this evening. But the National League has two on with one out here in the top of the seventh. Down by 2 runs, they've got a chance to cut the gap here or tie it up or take the lead potentially even. If a home run were to be on tap. I wonder if Gina Davis is still alive.
It's a good question.
Ryan McMahon is at the plate, hitting 272 on the year. Takes a called strike, 0-2. One and two. Gina Davis is alive. She's 68 years old. And her most famous role is still her role in A League of Their Own.
Oh. I was thinking Beetlejuice, but yeah, A League of Their Own is definitely her movie.
Okay, well, I mean, Beetlejuice is a good call too. I've forgotten about her in Beetlejuice.
But see, that's why it's not really her movie then.
Yeah, you got a point there. Some people would say A League of Their Own is Penny Marshall's movie. Thelma and Louise, sure, but I never saw Thelma.
I never saw Thelma and Louise either. She was in Tootsie? I totally forgot that she was in Tootsie. I can only think about, what's his name? Dennis Hoffman? Come on, good fielding. Let's do this. Yes.
I hope they put in our closer. Mason Miller is, she was in The Fly with Jeff Goldblum.
Oh, I remember. I've seen parts of that movie, but I forgot that she was in that.
Would you say that Michael J. Fox's movie is still forever Back to the Future?
Yeah.
He's not Teen Wolf, you know.
Teen Wolf could be up there. Like people definitely remember. But I think Back to the Future is his movie. Oh my god.
What did you knock over?
My cup of coffee.
Uh-oh. MJF did a ghost movie called The Frighteners, which was comedy horror and pretty darn good. Well, it sounds pretty darn good. Twisters. Didn't they already have a movie called Twister?
Yeah, they did.
Least memorable role. Stuart Little 3 Call of the Wild. Fair. That's fair, Tom.
It really is fair.
Well, there's a new Teen Wolf that's more popular now? I didn't know that.
I think MTV TV show.
Twisters is a remake? Oh. Do not attempt. This Visa commercial is telling us to not attempt dodging around someone in our house.
I guess you gotta cover all your bases.
I'm gonna get some coffee too, I think. So, if everything goes as originally planned, then we're looking to get Adderall tomorrow. But will things go? I saw a preview the other day and it sounded like they were doing the exact same story with the same characters but trying to make it cooler. Do they have the same actors too? What was the most thought-provoking movie I've watched? I mean, that's a tough question. Different kinds of movies provoke different kinds of thoughts, you know? But if I mean, that's a tough question. Most thought-provoking movie. The one that comes to mind a little bit is Before Sunrise.
Oh, that is. What is it? What's thought provoking about it for you?
Well, I mean, I just remember when I watched it that it was very intense in its like emotional resonance, which
Yeah.
I'll say is it caused a lot of visceral response in me. So I don't know if that qualifies as thought provoking. Bridge on the River Kwai. No, that wouldn't be one of them. Thoughts about the human condition. Well, like maybe maybe I want to say Free Run Journey's End, which is an anime, not a movie. That one is really impactful on the thoughts of the human condition.
For me, one that was thought provoking was it Arrival, where they have to interpret alien communication.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
Yeah, because it made me think like, wow, like how difficult communication really actually is between like foreign language.
Yeah. You saying that makes me think of that movie um where that guy was accidentally woken up mid trip on his interstellar trip, and then he purposely woke up this lady.
Oh yeah, with Scarlett Johansson.
She might have been
Oh no, Jennifer Lawrence was in it,
some lady.
and Chris from the Guardians of the Galaxy, the main character.
Yeah, he might have been in it too.
Yeah. That was thought provoking. That was better than I thought it was going to be, actually.
Yeah. They might grow a tree. Yeah, they might. Free Run Journey's End. My daughter also names it as one of the best anime she's ever seen too. It's one that she and I both watched.
Which one?
Free Run Journey's End.
I don't know.
It's about it does a great job of playing with a lot of isekai tropes. Like, for one thing, it's about the elf and the hero's party, but it's 100 years after they're done saving everything, and so like the other members of her party are all dead, and she lives on because she's a long-lived elf. And anyway, it's incredibly powerful. And incredibly, like, well paced too, you know? Pacing is so important in anime. I mean, it's so important in everything, but you don't want to get too existential and lose all the excitement of the thing, right? You don't want to get too all action plotty and just be kind of two-dimensional. So it's a tough balancing act. I need to find a new anime to rewatch. Well, bottom of the seventh. The National League has got 2 outs on the American League and trying to enter the 8th inning with a 2-run deficit. Gamer, I've never seen it, but I know it's one of Rachel's favorite movies.
What? Oh, yeah. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, yeah. That's a classic to me.
Did you say it was thought-provoking?
Oh, yeah. It's very thought-provoking. Very.
What about The Usual Suspects? You ever seen that one?
Oh, that's a good movie.
Yeah, it's good. It's a great demonstration of extroverted intuition cueing off of extroverted sensing. But these people here, they're great examples of people on Jardians. They mow, they garden, they dance, they host garden parties, they're smiling.
Oh, is this the one that I missed?
Yeah.
Here we go. Yes, they're dancing.
Yeah, they are.
They really do a lot. I mean, jar dance really makes you dance.
People in Jardins are so active. They're painting. They're paint dancing. Now they're showing off a fountain.
Now they need 3 people to hang
Hang a plant, yeah. You got a 3-person diverse team. It's mostly all white people, but there's a black guy in front, so it's okay. Deadpool and Wolverine, huh? That looks pretty good. That looks pretty entertaining. I could see myself seeing Deadpool and Wolverine.
That'd be fun. I'd see that too. I would have just liked it to be Deadpool, but it's been so long since they've had a Deadpool movie that I will take it. You know.
Yeah, I'll take. I like to see Wolverine get his moment in the sun as well.
Well, I think
That guy, he doesn't really have a lot of other gigs going.
No, you're right.
I don't know what his name is. He's Australian.
Yeah,
Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman, yeah.
Hugh Jackman sounds like a name somebody comes in here and says.
Yeah, it does.
You want a movie that'll make you think if you've never seen it? Try watching My Dinner with Andre.
Oh my god.
Have you ever seen it?
Yeah, I have.
What would you think of it?
I can't believe. You know, it's interesting. That's kind of thought provoking because this guy goes to dinner with his friend, Andre, who he hasn't seen in a long time, and they're catching up. But the thing is that Andre, his friend, is like this world explorer who like goes through life and is, every day is an adventure. And you don't really hear much from the other guy. Yeah.
But it's questionable the whole movie how much you should believe Andre.
Really?
Don't you think so?
I just think he's like an arrogant. He comes off as arrogant to me.
See, my takeaway from it, I haven't seen it since I saw it back in college. So that was.
I was probably in my 20s too.
Well, for me, college is a little longer ago than for you, though.
Yeah, that's true.
Regardless, my takeaway from it was it's unclear whether you should believe Andre or not. Whether he's
really good.
He's just bullshitting the whole time.
Yeah. And really, like, he really is the only one talking for most of the movies. Like the guy who starts it, the guy who plays the dinosaur in Toy Story, he asks questions and is very interested in what his friend has to say. It's really interesting. It's an interesting movie.
So the National League is down to its last 5 outs. Heliot Ramos is up to bat in his first All-Star selection.
That's exciting.
I don't think I've ever seen Stranger Than Fiction.
My dad liked it.
Have you seen it?
Mm-mm.
Maybe we should watch it.
Yeah,
tonight.
we should. Yeah, that'd be nice.
What fragrance is in the bottle beside Rachel? It's called Skylar.
Vanilla Sky is a clean brand.
With 2 out now, the NL has but 4 outs remaining to get a couple of runs. Rachel in a bottle would smell like what? Host Eric? They smell like Rachel. Rachel a lot of times smells like baked goods.
I do. I really do. I like gourmands a lot. But that's not a bad thing,
No, it's very
right?
pleasant.
I like
But
vanilla.
back when he lived in Arcadia, I thought for a long time the neighbors kept cooking cinnamon rolls. So I finally figured out that it was Rachel's perfume that made her smell like cinnamon rolls.
Yeah, yeah. I haven't worn that in a while. I should. That's long lasting.
Would you enjoy being craft sense?
You know, there is something to craft sense. Like if Eric were and I, but Eric, okay, if Eric was just blind buying and giving me a gift and putting notes, like going to a perfume store where they make their own like perfume, you concoct your own. I think it'd be pretty interesting. Like I would love to know what would like me to smell like. Which is
I don't feel confident that the mix of notes that I would choose would be that would come together as a smell that I would like, right?
yeah, and
Just
you
because I
know,
like each of these notes individually doesn't mean I want them in a soup.
yeah, and your favorite. Whenever we did the blind tests of perfumes, and I added yours in, like your cologne, that was always your favorite one. So it means that like you like that scent, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you'd like that scent on me.
Mm, you got a point there. You've considered starting a candle business. Scents are fascinating. Well, I tell you that my least favorite store in the mall is the Yankee Candle Company.
What about Bath and Body Works?
I don't think that's as stinky.
Really?
I don't know if they even have Yankee Candle Company stores anymore, but when they did, those were just unbearably stinky.
They do. They're related to Bath and Body Works. They're under the same umbrella. So like a lot of times, if there's a Bath and Body Works, there'll be a Yankee Candle or a White Barn Candle Company. Yes, they're very stinky and headache inducing, but I also think that Bath and Body Works, like you just pass the store and you smell so many different scents. It's pretty stinky.
Yeah. Well, I don't know in LA, Acacia, which mall has a Yankee Candle store, but I know the Arcadia Santa Anita Mall used to have one, but they no longer do. So,
A sampler set for $12. It's worth. Honestly, I I would recommend the brand. Yeah, they are having some sales right now. It's worth it. It's clean, which means there's like
so Tony is the first player ever with a pitching win and a home run in his All-Star game career.
wow, good for him.
Well, it was quite a long time ago, Acacia. You know, I am a good bit older than you.
We gotta figure out what brands of shampoo and conditioner has all the scents that you like.
Well, what I really want is a shampoo that delivers on its promise. If it's pear, cabbage, or whatever, I want to strongly smell pears and cabbages.
All right, so next time we go, you need. Next time we need shampoo and conditioner, we'll check out like a few different scents.
If I could inherit the Yankee Candle fortune, but it meant being surrounded by your least favorite 5 cents 24/7,
No,
would you?
oh
No.
my god.
No, I don't think so. My point is this. If you were a food distributor and you sold food that said, orange flavored, and it actually was flavored like, steak, you'd be like, what gives with this? But there's nobody out there who's being as strict a policer of smells. Well, I'm not denying that shampoo is a bit of a waste of money for me. I don't need a lot of shampoo. I can just wash my hair with soap. But, um, you know, I wash Rachel with shampoo sometimes.
Yeah.
Hi, Lou. Nice to see you. How are you doing
Hey,
tonight?
Lou.
We're watching a little all-star game baseball, smoking some bowls. You're frugal. Good for you, frugal Fran. We're trying to be a little bit frugal these days.
Yeah.
Hey, Frank the Tank. You're back. I'm back. We're together again for the first time forever without stopping. In a little while, we're going to do a bit of a chore called replace the light bulbs in the garage. Hell yeah, Frank the Tank. Hell yeah, you can. You can get a hell, you can get a yeah, and you can get a hell yeah. So, what I've decided is from now on, I'm going to just wash my hair with straight patchouli.
Oh, no.
I believe that it doesn't work, Atomic Elf, but at least they were accurate about what their flavor was. I bought some fruit flavored shampoo the other day. It didn't even smell like the fruit.
Kiwi lime.
Yeah,
lime.
it didn't smell like kiwi or lime. Harriet Tubman was a doll. Let me tell you, she was a real princess of a lady. She was like, "Thank you, Mr. Lincoln, for setting me free." Is that what you want to hear? You have to testify before a grand
Wait,
jury
so
tomorrow.
you have jury duty too?
No, she has to testify. That's not jury duty.
Oh. Oh, you have to testify? That is nerve-wracking.
The way that Lou's going to testify, she's going to get up in front of the congregation. She goes, "I believe, I testify." Like that.
Like that.
Yeah. Well, it proves to you that YT is as you say. Right? It's full of joyous times.
Oh my god!
Wow. What in the world? You were assaulted? By whom?
Oh my god.
They probably just tried to mix kiwi and lime scents and thought it would end up as kiwi lime. Fragrances don't always work that way. Well, that's probably right, Atomic Elf. That's why I'm saying get your head out of your ass, shampoo company.
I'm so sorry too, Lou.
Yeah.
That's
an unfortunate juxtaposition of things right now as well. Like, you wouldn't expect that to happen in Portland, right?
I wouldn't have thought that to happen in Portland. You've been assaulted too, Atomic Elf One? Jeez.
Oh, she's allowed to talk about it. YouTube's not that fussy. Lou says, helping a friend move. Toward the end, a neighbor came out and was leering a bit and acting off, but as we were almost done and leaving. Oh. He came downstairs. I waved and said bye. He mumbled, but I caught the word pussy and he lunged at me.
Oh my god.
Really? So, did he hit you or what? Was he drunk? I think that's much less likely to be the case, Putty Cat, than the former. Let's not be dishonest about how the two respective substances impact people's judgment.
I like your name, Lou.
Again, I don't really think LSD is likely to make people violent. Not that alcohol makes people violent, but it, more than really any other drug, it seems to link to bad decision making for a lot of people. It sounds like this guy had a systemic problem, but
Wow, Lou. Yeah.
I believe it.
That is scary.
Anybody else have an audio delay on today's stream? Try refreshing it and see if it's still there. But fine, Putty Cat, I don't mean to be unfair to alcohol. I mean, really. Atomic Elf is a good name. I like it too. I bought the body mist and sampler set. The fragrance is $90. Yeah, you don't want to commit to $90 for the fragrance.
If you don't know what it smells like, it's best to
Later tonight, Rachel and I are going to be enjoying a fragrance called Asparagus Pea. Makes me think we should add some B vitamins to it so it gets all yellow as well.
Okay.
Let's have a vitamin crunch here. We'll have one multi, 2 12s, 2 6s, and an activator. This is called Super Ultra Mega Vitamin Balm. The Ultra Super Mega Vitamin Balm begins with one multivitamin. Then, now note, this multivitamin has B vitamins in it. But we're not going to be satisfied with just those paltry amounts of B vitamins. We're going to add a couple more B6s. A couple B6s for Rachel.
Thank you, thank you.
A couple B6s for me. We're going to add a couple B12s. Well, I know, but B vitamins, Putty Cat, they get pissed out right away anyway. And just let me do what I want to do, okay? Because remember, a lot of people don't take their B vitamins with this. This is important. This is an activator pill. It activates your B vitamins. And what's it called? Well, for your reference, it's called 7.8 dihydroxyflavone. Dihydroxyflavone is what it's called. Dihydroxyflavone. Okay, Captain Jacker135, you have been summoned. You are here. We appreciate your presence. I guess it must have been me who summoned you without even knowing. No, I'm not taking fish oil, Putty Cat. Do I look like an Inuit? No. Nobody around here is taking fishing oil, obviously. Well, the NL got a runner on top of the ninth, and it's 2 outs. But America, the location, California. I'm from California, America. We left California 9 days ago. It's very nice. It's very pleasant. Let's go on a little walk outside here as soon as this is No, Putty Cat, I'm not taking any of those dumbass things, okay? You left America. Well, goodbye. It's called tropoflavin? No, it's not called tropoflavin. It's called dihydroxyflavone. Dihydroxyflavone is what it's called. And you see, it says on the side of it, it's for better. Why didn't they put in Mason Miller? Come on. It says for better brain function and health. But it's really for all kinds of neurotropic stuff. So, I got some of that. So were you injured or anything, Lou? Are you okay? Menopause is awesome. Rachel will get to have that someday. Mm-hmm. She thinks she might be pre-menopause right now. I don't know what that is. But it's a lovely evening here in Mariposa. a nice temperature. I'd say it's about 75 degrees right now where I am. I'm sure it's hotter in town. Get out of here, little bug. Get out of here, Baldy. God. That's better. Yeah, all of that stuff. That's all the stuff that it does. Isn't that wonderful? Because, we do have some neuropathic damage we're trying to treat here. The fires are all under control, yeah. We didn't have big fire problems here, but I'm surprised we have had a few wildfires in the region this year. It's not particularly fire prone. As you see, it's still quite green. And yeah, there's like brown grasses and stuff, but this is not what it looks like when it's genuinely fire prone, which it'll be after a few years of drought, right? We've had a couple of very wet winters. We had a late winter this year, so there's actually still water in the creek. And not in our branch of the creek here, but down in the creek at the bottom, there's still water in it. Actually, I haven't walked down there. I'm not 100% sure there's no water in it, but I think it should be dry by this time of year. None of these have any trash in them? That one has a little trash in it. Now let's go around here for a second. Oh, we probably should go check the poop shed. Last night I actually came out here and I heard a door slam. I think it was probably the neighbors, like just happened to coincide when I came outside, but it made me think, I wonder if someone is in the shed. So maybe I should go check the shed. I'm gonna give this lovely lady here a little more water. So she's getting pretty big, I'm thinking we're gonna have a pretty good harvest in the making here by the time we're done. Do I want to walk all the way down the hill and then walk back up? I really need to put on different shoes if we're going to do that. I mean, we could walk down there. It probably wouldn't kill us, but I don't know. Let's just go inside instead. All right, Rachel and I were going to watch Stranger Than Fiction. That's a possibility. Well, the American League won once again. Walking downhill in flip-flops is not fun, nor is walking uphill in flip-flops fun. But we could drive down there. That's possible.
Drive down where?
To the shed.
Yeah, we could.
Nobody's figured anything out, Putty Cat. Nobody ever does. I could try to be crazy and walk down the hill barefoot to get my own taste of naked and afraid.
You could. You definitely could. I'd watch that.
That sounds like hard on my feet.
Yeah, it does.
Well, I guess this poll is over now. We know who won the game. It was the American League.
Who did that boy Klaus bet on?
He said he didn't bet it. He said, I think the AL were favored, but that he didn't bet it. If I remember correctly. Rachel and or anybody here, have you watched the newest Miyazaki Ghibli, The Boy and the Heron? Am I a little late? I am a little late to the news, but the trailer was beautiful.
No, I didn't. I saw something about it, only briefly, and didn't think much of it, but no, I haven't heard anything about it. I'm pretty late to it also.
Here I am, Sean Willis. Here I am. This poll just illustrates how easy it is to be wrong. Fair enough. Watch the new JoJo Siwa video. I've never heard of JoJo Siwa. Don't spam. I said don't spam.
So JoJo Siwa used to be on that show Dance Queens or something? Dance Babies? Little girls dancing. You remember that? Like Dance Moms or something?
Oh, yeah, Dance Mom.
Yeah. And she was on that, and she recently turned like 21 and wanted to do like a whole like Miley thing, like be like, I'm not this sweet little innocent girl anymore. I've changed.
All right, well, now that there's a story behind it, I guess I'll listen to it. I'm gonna have to get the headphones out. Here we go, JoJo Siwa. If that is your real name. Okay, there. Let's see. The new JoJo Siwa video. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Okay. What is she doing? Oh God. Ah.
Did you see the humping part?
Okay, that's horrible. This is horrible across the board. Everything about this is absolutely horrible.
Wow, it's like not even halfway through.
Ah, okay, that's just horrible. I don't know.
There's a part where she like humps a lady too.
All right, tough it out for a little longer. Oh God. Oh, the lyrics are so terrible. Oh.
Here it comes.
Oh God. It must be the part where she humps the girl because.
The suit, yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh
Here
yeah. Look how
comes.
sexy I'm being. Oh God. Oh my God. Oh my God. That's horrible. I am so sorry indeed that I watched that. That was absolutely horrible. Well, Charlie, I appreciate you telling me to watch it, though. I will say that. That was an experience for sure. It had like millions of views, right? In 4 days. You know what it distressed me like, Lou, was learning those horrible lyrics to the song "Crash" by
Oh yeah, that was
by
pretty
the Dave
dark.
Matthews Band. That's what I think you're referencing here. It's an equivalent level of horribleness. It's just terrible. So JoJo Siwa used to be like a child actor
Child dancer.
on Child Dancing with the Stars.
And then like she became popular with the little kids. She's wearing these big bows and like.
I don't wear bows anymore.
yeah.
Because I'm all about sex.
yeah.
Oh God. Girl, have some sense.
She's troublemaker.
Oh. Just stop being so manufactured. You know, it's so obviously and horribly manufactured. There's nothing authentic about that whole thing at all. It's just this horrible manufactured attempt to be edgy by being all explicitly sexual. Horrible. Wow. Like, I think the thing is, there's only been one person who ever successfully did that. That was Britney Spears. But Miley Cyrus, no chance that she successfully pulled that off.
So you think that her wild girl essence now is like it's still?
I think that's really her, but accordingly, she didn't really pull anything off. She just got all Justin Bieber until eventually she'll paralyze her face with drugs. You know. But Britney actually pulled off like I used to be a child actress lady, and now I'm a sexy singer lady.
Well, she always kind of like was like. Apparently, she was like maybe one more time. She was like the brains behind the concepts of being a high school girl.
Yeah, but you know, how old was she at the time? She was like 22 or something.
I was 13, so she's like 4 years older than me. She's 4 years older than me. So she's pretty young.
So
I was like
you
13.
were 13, so she was like 17.
Yeah, she was young when she had like those kind of.
Well, she may have been young, Rachel, but she wasn't that innocent.
No. Yeah. She wasn't.
That's according to her own words.
But like, okay, look, I get that she successfully went from like child actor singer to sexy teen. But like, oh my god, did that put the pressure on like kids my age to be that?
Oh. At least she wasn't Genie in a bottle lady. At least she wasn't JoJo Siwa.
No, I know, but
At least she wasn't Madonna.
yeah, Madonna's worse. No, there's nothing wrong with Britney. It's just like the standard of what it was to be a female in the early 2000s was really tough. Like you had to be like very skinny and athletic build, have an athletic build, but not be sports. Like
You think I should do a JoJo Siwa parody video? It would just be like, I used to be on the show called Dancing for Children. But now I'm a woman and I'm very sexual.
Yeah, she puts her hands down her pants and stuff. It's like crazy.
It's karma. This is karma. It's karma.
Actually, I would totally take JoJo Siwa over Britney Spears. Totally.
Yeah, you would take JoJo Siwa over Britney Spears?
Yeah. Hell yeah. Not in talent.
Oh, what were you saying in
As
terms
in,
of?
like people who guys would be like, you need to be like her. Like I know that no boy is saying that about JoJo Siwa.
I'm JoJo Siwa.
You really look like her.
I do. I look a lot like her. I do think that's a good idea. I should probably make. Oh, dollar, Baba.
Oh, Baba.
Or I could just do a video of me dancing to her actual song on YouTube Shorts.
Yeah, no, she'll like glide over her boobs, but then she puts her hand down her pants. There you go. Here goes. Oh, see, you even know it's PG rated R to put your hand down your pants in front of a crowd.
Yeah. I'm a little more sensible than that. And she pulls it out and goes.
Oh. But you're right. you're right. You're 100% right in that Britney Spears did it well and the others did not.
No, Putty Cat. It takes a while for my poop to digest, alright? Just stop worrying about my poop. I had a lot of big poop today, so I don't have any backlog of poop. So just relax about it. My real question is this. Do you think, who here thinks, that Eric is going to get his Adderall tomorrow as anticipated? We're going to make a new poll. No, I'm not looking for a guy. King Mylan plays War Thunder, but thank you for asking. Alright, nor am I looking for a girl. I already have one. She's my wife. I don't need anybody else. Okay. What am I asking? Right. Will Eric get his Addy tomorrow? Will Eric get his Adderall prescription filled tomorrow? Let's find out what the polling audience thinks. I don't know if you should have an opinion on it or not. Here's the deal. No bragging is allowed for another hour. Keep that in mind. When I messaged my doctor today to ask him to refill it, I got an auto reply, he's out, not available, or whatever.
Have you gotten any follow-up?
I'm checking my email right now. I did get a follow-up. It's a new secure message. No problem, Eric, he said.
Oh, so things may...
Yeah. He sent it in 5:32, looks like. So, you know, tomorrow I will, I'll have an increased chance of getting it. I'll definitely end up going in to see if they have it at some point during the day tomorrow.
I'll go with you.
Sounds good. There's something important I need to do that I keep almost forgetting about. We went to town not to get those delicious steaks.
Oh, yes.
We went to town for a much more practical reason.
We did.
So now let's take a gander at the goose, as they say in Grimm's fairy tales. These light bulbs, you may have noticed me note here going forward, but these are not regular shaped light bulbs you screw into your light bulb hole in your kitchen or what have you. These are a little different. These are longer. These are more industrial-ish and vibe. More fluorescent. Another way that they're different from your regular bulbs. Okay, now I'm going to go out here. I guess we'll have to turn on the lights that do work in order to properly do this. Alright, we're going to need to open this light package. How are we going to do that? Like this. Whoa. Danger time. Alright. Let's put one of these right here. Now this has got a shaky jiggle on it. Did I mess it up? This one has no shaky jiggle. That concerns me. Okay, there's one. If this one doesn't work, then indeed that shaky jiggle is not good news. Okay, well, I think that's working. So we'll try this one now. That one's also has shaky jiggles. Let's see if this works. What's wrong with this? What the fuck? That's the shaky jiggles. This is the shaky jiggles too. Are they all shaky jiggles except for that one? Well, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with that thing. Because I just get 3 bad balls. Out of 4? That seems weird. Oh, God. Well, I don't know what to make of that. Horrible. Right, again, A for effort and F for failure. That's what I get. I only want one of those things. I don't even care about the one that I got this get. You get another pack of those bulbs and just be like super incredibly careful with it or something. I don't know. What was I about to do? Oh yeah, I was gonna go get my cup to fill up with coffee. Most often the ballast and the light fixture goes bad. Well, I'll have to look into that. It's certainly plausible that the light fixture is bad rather than the light bulb. But I definitely saw that at least one of the light bulbs was blown out when I removed them today. I don't want to check I don't want to take it too bad of another fixture and check it because I don't want to. Well, I could try that. Probably not a bad idea. All right, let's try that. And for example, if the other fixture with one bulb in it, it still works with the other bulb, then I know there's something wrong with this fixture because it doesn't work with one bulb. All right, are you guys prepared for the adventure of a lifetime? Let's do it. Look at that. Look at eyeballs. More eyeballs. Let's try these ones out. break everything I got, Ark. Oh, $5. I'm not a dummy, Tiffany. Yes, you are. You're a mama tall. I'm not a baby or a dummy. All right. Let's try this. Let's see how this works. Get off of there, Dust. Well, that one doesn't go either. Should we conclude that it just is broken? That one works. That one works. This one works. This one's broken. I think that's what we can conclude. Well, horrible, horrible news, everybody. But just to be 100% sure, I'm going to try the fall. I'm going to take out this new one of these and put in another one of these old ones. Because while I might have gotten the wrong light bulbs, the guy before me definitely did not. Go. Alright, I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with that. It's broken. How annoyed. As you saw, I tried many different light bulbs. No combination of light bulbs was satisfactory to get the bad taste of failure out of my mouth. I'm now going to change a different light bulb. Not so much change as replace. I will replace it with either this bulb or this bulb. Let's go look. Let's go see. Well, as you see, this is a problem. This light bulb sticks out more. Like this one sticks out, whereas these ones are flat. So let's try this one. This will be the same length as that. That won't be any better. So we'll just leave that bulb in there for now. I'll have to get another light bulb at the hardware store tomorrow, I guess.
What happened?
Oh, darling. what happened is I failed to fix the fluorescent light.
Oh, no one.
I don't know what the problem is. Well, that was disappointing. That was very disappointing.
What happened?
It appears the light fixture is bad rather than the light bulbs.
Oh, really?
But I need to make double, triple sure and check with 2 bulbs from an existing fixture first to make sure.
Okay. Oh, that would stink.
That would, in fact, stink. I'm ready to end the stream now. And an outdoor light for the other house driveway. With a house. That's the name of that place.
Was that house?
Yeah. It's an O with 2 dots over it.
Like, you mean
Otha House.
over the driveway?
In the Otha House driveway.
Is there only one?
Well, there's no light in the driveway in the Otha
Oh,
House.
there isn't.
It's a good point Acacia makes. So I'm going to end the stream right now. Then who knows what's going to happen? Who knows? Maybe we'll watch something. Maybe we'll watch something else.
Yeah.
It's hard to say. I'll go to sleep tonight. I'm assuming that, in fact, I am going to get my Adderall tomorrow, so we'll operate under that assumption for the moment, and we'll just see how that plays out. All right, thanks a lot, everybody. Love you all. Don't forget to eat plenty of cheese.